Should buyers be banned from making offers without finance approvals? I think they shouldn't. And you know what? I think this clause has been overplayed far too long. I don't think it's fair that sellers should be tied up in virtual limbo waiting to find out if a buyer has their approvals in place. You know what? It makes no sense and it's unfair. Let's talk about it. I'm Brian, your Realtor Mentor. Follow me, like my videos, and leave a comment or DM me on the side. There's 5 big issues, and they're not necessarily in the same order of importance, but you know what? I think it's really important to know that this condition of finance approval is actually a joke and a farce. Buyers should not be out looking at properties if they're not qualified for. And then if they get into the trenches and start throwing money around and they still don't have the approval, this makes things even worse. The seller loses ultimately any other buyer that's in position because of the fact that they may go on to something else. I truly feel that the buyers and the buyer's agent shouldn't be out in the market looking for properties if they don't have that. So the first thing is it wastes valuable time. Having said all the other part of it, where I was saying about all the buyers that could be passing by, ultimately a buyer should not be out there perusing or putting a finance condition in the offers whatsoever. It should actually be outlawed. The second thing, it creates a stigma. The most famous word in real estate, a stigma. Guess what? It's not stigmatism of the eyes or the glasses. It's just basically the stigma of the property. They start to think, and as you know, that old game, broken telephone, one guy says one thing, one guy says another thing, and it changes and it evolves. It hurts the property. It just doesn't work. And number 3, missed opportunities. Other buyers that are passing along looking on the MLS will see that SC, which means sold conditionally, and they'll say, you know what, I'm not going to waste my time. And you know what, 99.999% of the time, they are wasting their time if they approach. And number 4 is the financial damage to the sellers. The more the property sits on the market, the more it drops in price. Because after a while, people start to lose interest. And in order to attract interest, they start to drop their price. Not to mention the mortgage payments that the seller is making, the property tax the sellers are making, and even worse, if it's a condo, the maintenance fees and anything else that's involved. And number 5, the one I think is most detrimental, is the legal and ethical concerns or the ramifications from putting an offer on a property that you're not legally approved to put an offer on. The damages that are incurred there are far outweighing anything else. The buyers are dealing in bad faith. And you know what? At the outcome, legal ramifications have to be put in place or pursued. So at the end of it all, I really believe that the buyers are accountable and liable and supposed to compensate the sellers if the deal falls through. They should not be putting an offer in if they don't have financing approval from the bank and a certificate in hand. It really, really hurts the property and hurts the seller. They don't deserve to be put through that. I'm Brian, your Realtor Mentor. Follow me, like my videos, and leave a comment if something like this has happened to you or if you agree with what I'm saying. Look forward to hearing from you soon.